I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. What a pleasure it is to be here with the Association of Allied Health Professionals. This is the We Are Here podcast. These folks are making a difference, and I like meeting them one by one. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself and tell me what you do?
My name is Dana French, and I'm an orthoptist. I work at the Janeway Eye Clinic, and I'm the one and only orthoptist at the Janeway and with Allied Health.
Explain to me exactly what an orthoptist does.
Orthoptist, yes. A lot of people even have trouble saying it.
Of course they do, yeah.
It's not a profession that a lot of people have heard of.
Right.
Ortho means straight, optics, eyes. So I deal with people that don't have straight eyes and don't have binocularity. So I assess their binocularity, and I do all non-surgical treatment and measurements before their surgery. Do some patching to treat amblyopia, which is a decrease of vision in one eye.
And this is with mostly young kids or everybody?
Mostly children.
Right.
But what not a lot of people know is that I treat adults who have double vision. And what I mean by double vision is when they actually see two images.
Okay.
So I would assess them and see if they're able to have a prism put on one lens.
And does this sometimes, I can understand for children, you can sort of find it out early, but how about for people as they grow older? Does it present differently?
It does, because when you're born with an eye turn, your brain learns how to ignore that image, right?
Okay.
So you develop your binocularity or your non-binocularity. So if you have normal binocularity,
Yep.
and if you develop a turn, your brain does not recognize that.
Okay.
So it's seeing two images. So you're very symptomatic. It's one of the most debilitating eye problems to have. So if you're having double vision, you want to see an orthoptist.
Right.
And we bring back normality to their lives. I've had people come in, and I don't realize how much I'm helping them. And this one lady, she brought in a thank you card to me. And sorry, it's been emotional.
No, of course.
Because she said, you gave me back everything.
Yeah.
She said, I can sew, I can walk. These are all things I couldn't do before. She said, I couldn't drive a car. I couldn't do all these things. And she said, you gave me back my life.
Wow.
So,
How long have you been doing that? Was that something you've always wanted to do? How did you find yourself here?
long story, I did science in university.
Yeah.
And I decided that I wanted to go into healthcare. Mm-hmm. So I just went to Career Planning Center, found orthoptics, and I applied, and I trained at Sick Kids in Toronto. Mm-hmm. So I actually worked there for 8 years after. And so 10 years of my life was spent in Ontario at Sick Children's Hospital. And then I wanted to move home. This is home. Mm-hmm. So I've been working at the Janeway for 18 years.
Wow. So all that experience that you've gained over the years, when you look at the healthcare system right now in Newfoundland and Labrador, what are some of the challenges that you see?
Well, we always had 2 orthoptists at Janeway, mm-hmm. and we have 2 pediatric ophthalmologists, and we run a tight ship. We're one-on-one. So there's one clinic running with one doctor and one with the other. But now we only have one orthoptist because right now we're only at 50% capacity.
Okay.
So we're only seeing 50% of the pediatric ophthalmology clientele that we should be seeing. So
Right.
we're really hurting right now,
You know,
which nobody really realizes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a huge challenge.
It's huge, yeah. So it's all on me now. Like if I left or anything happened to me, pediatric ophthalmology would be non-existent except for urgent and emergent patients,
Right.
which is very sad.
This is a huge red flag.
It's a huge red flag,
Yeah.
and I don't think the public doesn't really know that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a person, you just told me a beautiful story about how you changed somebody's life and it was impactful to you. You know, you're a solution provider. You can see ways to fix problems.
Exactly. And everyone comes in, they're different. Like nobody has the same double vision.
Right.
Yeah.
So thinking of the healthcare system from a problem solver point of view, where do you see some opportunities? Where do the opportunities lie in the healthcare system right now?
They need to focus on recruitment and retention because they're losing all these people that are going, like my colleague, and she went privately. They need to see the value of the people that are there, and they're willing to help and they want to help. I'm there for the people, I want to help the people, but they need to show the appreciation of the staff that they already have there that are willing to do that. So they really need to focus on retention and recruiting.
Yeah.
Right. So that position has been vacant for a year right now, and they can't recruit anybody because there's nobody here in Newfoundland to do that, fill that role.
You know, you're in a room over there next door. You're surrounded by a whole bunch of professionals that are all in this beautiful healthcare system together, all with one goal in mind, to help patients at the other end. What's the collaboration like in that room? What's the excitement in that room?
It's very empowering, actually. I was very surprised. I didn't know what I was coming into this 2-day conference, this meeting. And it brings us together, brings us unity, seeing how we all have different stories, yet all similar. And we're all coming from the same place. We all want to help the people. We all want to see it get better. So it's very empowering to see how everyone has come together.
Yeah. You know, if I could put you in front of the decision makers and the policy makers of the healthcare system right now, what would be the one thing you'd want them to know?
I'd want them to listen to the front line, listen to the people, because they don't really understand how it works, and they're making decisions based on what they know, not what we know. Like, we see a front line, and we see how it affects people, and we see how people's lives are changed, and they need to listen to us and to see what we know how to make it better, and they need to listen to us to do that.
Well, there it is. There's the face of healthcare of Newfoundland and Labrador, people that are truly making a difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.